here, and I just got off work probably about an hour ago, and we already back out here in the shop. So this is part 3 to the yard machine video. We're gonna get ready to. The new cable came in yesterday, but I was just burnt out yesterday, so we're gonna put the new deck clutch cable on there and put the deck back on the mower, and yeah, crank it up and see what we got. Y'all getting lined up. Bring y'all in closer and lower y'all a little bit. The stand doesn't let me move in too far. It's close enough so y'all can really get that capacity up, but I need those carbon pins first. I don't know which one went on which side, but it's fine. Almost messed up right there, y'all. Put that safety washer on there. The last one that was on here, I wouldn't say it was the wrong one, but technically it wasn't the right one either, so it was made way different than this thing. Right. There we go. Now we're talking. Did I remember to put that washer on there? Oh, I pulled the pin, y'all. Whew. Y'all gotta buy that lift table. I get back with y'all once I get the cable on it though, man. I don't want the video to be too long. Well, y'all, I got the deck back on there eventually. I gotta charge the jump box up because I don't have my test battery that I usually put the jumper cables on and jump everything off. I don't have that battery. I sold it with the last Husqvarna, and I just haven't had time to go to Rural King and get two. Actually, I need to get 2 more new batteries because I need to put a belt on my John Deere over there, X300 4-wheel steer. I need to put my new belt on there, and then I need to get a new battery for it. So I got to get 2 batteries because I need one for this one to get it ready to get sold. So this one needs a battery. But yeah, y'all, that deck was hell putting it on. I was lining it up right, but just had to keep maneuvering it enough just to get it to set right. And whew, I don't care to do that again on that one. I'm sorry. I need to get a battery for this one. I need to do some carb work to this one still. The exhaust for this one came in yesterday. I just got 2 of the universal like Briggs and Stratton ones. They're threaded, but I'm just gonna weld them on. This is my X300 though. It runs and cuts great. So you know, besides this busted hood, obviously. I did new battery cables and all of that on here. I thought this mower had like an electrical issue. Every time I engaged the PTO, it would shut off. It was blowing fuses left and right. Turns out it just had like a really loose ground. So I ended up trying to tighten the ground down. This part of the cage right here, my old cables, it cut like my old cables, and it was just the whole thing. So then I was trying to put a new ground on it. Ended up breaking one of the engine mount bolts. So whenever I do a motor swap on this one, I'm gonna have the time of my life using the easy out trying to get that out. So, but whatever. I got the new belt in the house for that one. I just ain't had time to put it on. So yeah, we're gonna slap a new battery on this thing, but we are gonna jump it off later on, and yeah, I'll bring y'all back when that happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and charge the jump box, and I'll be back. Alright, y'all, so while that's charging, I'm gonna go ahead and push that in here, and we're gonna start cleaning it up a little bit. Did it one time. little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. That'd be crazy. Okay, let's back up the camera a little bit. Alright. More like cleaning / shining it up. It's a black masterpiece. Just trying to get some more stuff in there. Presentation is everything, y'all. If it looks good and runs good, you can get good money. You know, it's all crusty and dusty. Looks like it's just been sitting outside. You know, it could have been sitting outside, but that don't mean it gotta look like it. You know, take you a little. Now some of them, sometimes you're gonna have to take measures as far as actually putting soap and water in the brush on. I've had quite a few I had to do like that. Now remember that John Deere? I had to actually put a brush and degreaser on that one. So, but hey. Most people that buy them from me, they really like how clean they are. So, I get lots of compliments on the cleanliness of them. Is this a new mower? No. But nothing wrong with cleaning it up. Of course, it's gonna get right back dirty because you're cutting grass. But hey, you want somebody to feel like they're buying something new to them, maybe. You know, that's all it is. Don't take much. I know what I forgot to do though. Forgot to take that blower and knock all this dirt off that I put on here the other day. Out there was raining. Dang, broke all that off. Well, that trim just came. What's gonna suck is though, if these blades don't engage, it's gonna suck because it means I gotta drop this deck again and I've already cleaned it up. So. That's good enough for now. I'll finish it a little later. I gotta jump this thing off though and see what it does first though. But mainly the engine. You want to mainly have the engine shining. You know what I'm saying? So, mainly. Now my personal stuff, look how dusty and dirty this thing is. It's mine though. That's the thing, you know. This is mine. See? That's the future customer. See? Gotta have it shined up a little bit. So, turn the camera around. But yeah, y'all. I think the next video after this is gonna be. I know I gotta do that polling next. I'm not gonna talk y'all ear off about that polling. This video right here is actually gonna be after the one where I'm actually talking about what's next. So if y'all watching this, y'all probably have seen the video about what's next. If not, it'll be in the end credits of this video. But yeah, so the video after this one though is gonna be, I'm just gonna be doing like some unboxing, some new stuff we got for the shop. You know, and just chatting, just talk about what you may need to get started. I would talk about it now, but I kind of want to save all of that for a video. I still got to take notes, and I had to get a couple of these mowers out of my shop, so that way I'll have some room to actually sit down at my desk and just kind of talk to y'all and have some space to unbox some stuff. We got some nifty little gadgets, man. Nothing really like too fancy, but just some, you know, we're gonna sit down and talk about some things you want to have on hand. Yeah, the video's up next, and I also, you know, want people to comment and kind of chime in on some stuff that maybe I missed, you know, because I guarantee you, like, this is my first year. Actually, it's not my first year working on stuff, but it's my first year as far as actually doing this and making like profit. You know, I've always worked on my own stuff, but it's my first year actually like buying, flipping. And I give y'all some ins and outs of, you know, ins and outs of some things. You know, just save up a little bit of money to buy your first investment flipper. Then that money that you invested, you take it, put it back in your pocket, and the profit that you made on the more that you flip, just keep recycling. You know what I'm saying? And pay yourself out of that money. You know, but always keep enough to buy more inventory. You know, like me, I started out. It was a Craftsman I bought from. I don't want to talk about this now, because I feel like it's just gonna kind of, yeah, it's gonna kind of get into my other video. But yeah, more of the story. I started out with one more, and I was like, do I really want to do this? And then I found another Jeep one from a family member, fixed that one, sold that one. I was like, okay, this is actually, you know, mowers are hot during the summer, man. So I actually got started late this year. And the grass was already grown when I started, you know. I will tell y'all this though, that Craftsman with the Kohler Courage 20 on it that I started out with, I bought that more originally because my John Deere X300 right here, it was giving me fits, but the whole time it was just a ground cable. So I had parked it behind the house for a while. So I bought that Craftsman to get by cutting grass. Ended up having to replace all 4 tires pretty much. Then after that, I cut grass with it for a while, and I was like, alright, well I guess I'll sell it now. You know, I'm going to straighten my John Deere out. Finally got it straightened out, sold that. So after that, I was like, man, alright, cool. I wasn't selling it as like trying to start actually doing this. It was like just selling it to get it out of my way. So then a family member had a mower for sale. I went over there and bought it from her, and then I said, okay, that was an easy fix, you know. And I sold that one. And after that, we just hit the ground running. I ain't gonna lie, you know. But I'll get more in detail on that, man, in the next video. Waiting on the jump box to charge now, so I'll give y'all a quick video of that, of it running and cutting, and then we're gonna end the video. But alright, y'all, we'll be back. Alright, y'all, we back. I went in the house and I let this battery charge a little bit. It was saying bad battery last time, but I actually tried to charge this time, so I don't know. We're gonna see if it's gonna hold some juice or not. I actually should have left that plugged up, but it's alright. Break down the cookies on. Alright. It didn't full charge long enough, obviously. It's okay. Maybe that PTO handle will be done for me. Okay, that was very weird. Like it got choked out or something, stuck. Hold on. Alright, y'all. Have me a seat, man. Make sure the camera so y'all can see me. Yeah, okay. That's good enough. Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today. To make sure that our exhaust wasn't hot, but that's gonna do it for today, y'all. It's 2 things that I forgot. Yeah, I was driving it, and it was driving fine yesterday. Ran really good yesterday. You know what I forgot though? The guy did tell me he did put this carb on here. It is a Well, it was new when he put it on here, his carburetor, but I forgot he told me that it was flooding, so forgot about that. So I took the spark plug out, super black and super like, yeah, it was soaked. So I'm putting a new carburetor on here. New carburetor, put a fuel shut off switch, and we're gonna change the oil. So we gotta go in the house and order this stuff right now. So hopefully we'll have it sold next week. Well, we'll be done with it by we'll be done with it by the middle of next week, and then hopefully it'll be on the market by the weekend. So it's all about waiting for parts, man. I don't have another carburetor on hand. Could clean this one and send it, but I don't know. It got that electronic fuel shut off switch on the bottom, so if that's bad, it's just gonna end up flooding again. So I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm just gonna put a new one on there and send it down the road. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all we got right there. You can see this exhaust has like a little slit in it, like it tried to rust out. So I might sand that down and weld it back together as well. But definitely still getting good spark. I was trying to put it up against the engine to see if we're getting spark. It shocked me pretty good, so yeah, it's definitely getting spark. So, and then I sprayed ether in there, and it started to try to start up again, even though it didn't work the first few times. But it finally tried to start up again on me. So that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do a carburetor. I need to order 2 of them actually, because it's the same kind that goes on the Poland. So the Poland needs one, or I could clean the one that's on the Poland, but for the price that they are, I'll just spend the $14 and just get a new one. So I ain't gotta open it up and do all of that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video right here. This is part 2, so hopefully we'll have it finished up by part 3. The part that takes the longest is just waiting on parts, so y'all understand that though. But it's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna wait before I take this engine cover off. I ain't gonna do all that today. I'm gonna go over here and rest. I gotta go to work in the morning, so appreciate y'all stopping by the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we out of here.